Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. I'm just moving some tray tops a second. I wanted to. Now that I got that done. Alright. So, these were the trays that we planted early March. Okay? We're going to be doing some more planting today, but I wanted to show you how things did, what came up, what did not come up, and all those good things. So basically what we're looking at, what did not come up at all, the tomatoes did not come up. It looks like a couple of peppers are going to come up. So, you know, that's a few of the peppers came up, but a lot of them didn't. These are the peas. The peas are coming up. Over here was the sunflowers in this area, so we got a couple breaking the surface through here. So we do have some sunflowers. The zucchini's doing okay, yellow squash, so those are coming up. I'm going to plant more sunflowers to see how they do. Down here was more tomatoes. They didn't come up at all. These are the marigolds back here, and so they're doing just fine. Over here we have the watermelon, and over here we got yellow squash. Those absolutely are doing great. Everything seems to be coming up pretty good there, obviously. We have cucumbers down here. Got more stuff breaking through. Another one breaking through here. Up here we have cantaloupe, okay? Yeah, real good. I just watered everything too. In this one here, we had yellow beans and green beans. And obviously we have one. One coming up out of all of those. So what we have, and I wanted to show you, got a couple, well, these are beets, and I got some cucumbers, and I got more of the sunflower seeds, but we are going to, in these trays here today, so obviously we're going to wet these down first, because they're obviously very dry. The Survival Essentials, we're going to try these are non-hybrid, non-GMO heirloom seeds, however you want to say it. I don't care, I probably say it wrong, don't make no difference. But it's 25 varieties in this bag of, well, actually 50. There's two bags in here. So there's 50 varieties of seeds. So we're going to plant these in this area here today. So I'm going to set this down for a second. So what we want to look for first, Beck, is, I'll give you one of the bags. We're going to open that up and look for tomatoes and peppers. So I'll give you guys an idea of what all. I think we kind of went over this before. Like this is pumpkin.
There's tomato.
You got tomato?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there's mustard. That's a squash. I got cayenne peppers here.
I got broccoli and cabbage.
Sweet banana peppers.
There's another tomato. 2 different types of tomato.
Okay. We got kale, fennel.
We got cucumber over there, right?
Eggplant. Yeah, I don't know how the cucumbers were doing. I don't know how. Take a look in the tray. You can see which with. Here's another cucumber.
Oh, these are cucumbers. Some of them came up.
Some of the cucumbers came up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
Well, we can plant more cucumbers.
9.
So anyway, what we're going to end up doing here too, guys, is some of this.
9's going to give us a lot, Ed.
What's that?
9 plants is going to give us a lot.
We got 9 cucumbers came up.
That's going to give us a lot.
All right. Well, then we'll just stick with that. That's watermelon, turnips. Oh, here's more tomatoes. Let's see. We got. Trying to get an idea of what we have here. Swiss chard. Are you seeing any? What type of tomatoes did you have in that package?
Rutgers and Marklow improved.
All right, I got yellow tomatoes. In Roma tomatoes. So we're gonna try. We're gonna try to put more of the tomatoes and then the peppers in some of this, and then we'll figure out what else we're gonna throw in here too. But I just kind of wanted to show you. So when everybody was telling me how it was too early and how I had to have a heating tray and all those things to get these to come, well, obviously they're coming very well. what we're gonna need to do too, we're gonna transplant some of these because they're getting big enough. Like these ones here, they're getting big enough. We're gonna transplant them into the other pots over here. And I think we got another bag, don't we? Yeah, do we? Yeah, I got some here. I got some soil in that one. Okay. So we still have enough soil. We can throw some more soil in those. But we're going to transplant a lot of these. And then we're going to probably put more stuff. We're going to get a lot more stuff going. But I think we're going to end up getting quite a bit out of this. And again, like I said, I told you guys before, this is, just so everybody knows too, I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. So please join me for that. We should have a good live stream. But what I wanted to show you, this whole thing, everything that we were doing here was an absolute experiment this year to see how they would come, see how they would do. And so that is why we, got going with everything. Now, some of this stuff, I'm just trying to figure, like these are still pretty small, but these guys that are really getting bigger, I'm going to definitely, we're going to probably do some transplanting of those. So you can see the seeds here, and now they've kind of all grown from the seeds, so we'll take those off, which is actually kind of neat, actually. So but yeah, so like I said, a lot of this is going to get transplanted into the bigger pots so they get a chance to grow. I do have the buckets over here too. I have more buckets that we can use for some of this stuff, because what we're going to end up doing, guys, just so you know, some of this stuff is going to stay right in the greenhouse. So as we get into warmer weather, we'll open the windows up. Hopefully then, the bees can come in and do what they need to do and all those type of things. And but then as we get into the end of May, some things will be transplanted outside. So we're going to have obviously inside stuff and also outside stuff. We got to make another trip to Tractor Supply as well. Okay. Raspberry bushes, all kinds of stuff. Yep, we're gonna. So we're gonna go down there. We're gonna spend some money. Okay. So we know.
You're gonna spend some money.
Well, I'm gonna. Yes, I'm gonna spend some money. We may do that today. We may go back down there today, just because it's not a bad idea to go ahead and get that stuff now.
All right.
All right. So and seed potatoes and stuff like that, because the potatoes are gonna wait a while before we plant all those, obviously.
Right.
But we'll get them and have them on hand. Okay. So, but anyway, so that's where we're at, guys. Very, very pleased with what did come up from our early planting, and we had some overnight temperatures that were freezing and stuff like that. So I may wait to transplant because we have a couple of cold days coming up. So with putting the tops back on here, it'll give us a couple more days to keep them that extra layer of protection, because when you have the tray top, we have 2 layers of plastic, okay? So that takes us 2 zones higher. And then with the plastic tray top on top of these, it gives us another zone higher. So it puts us 3 zones higher. And obviously you can see they're doing quite well. Like I said, only a few things. The sunflowers didn't come up, and neither did the green beans or the yellow beans, except for obviously that one. And like I said, the tomatoes and the peppers really didn't come up. So it happens. It's like I said, it was an absolute experiment. We wanted to see what was going to work, what wasn't going to work. Now the peas, what we're going to do with them, there's actually some peppers. Some peppers did come up. But with the peas, we're probably going to keep them in here, try to get them to trellis, and we're going to do that. So we're going to have some fun with this. We're going to really get this greenhouse rock and rolling this year. I did want to mention, so aquaponics. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do hydroponics instead of aquaponics. So we're not going to use fish. I've been talking to a lot of people, and they said it's very, very entailed and it costs a lot of money to keep the fish alive and stuff like that. So if we do hydroponics instead, I think that may be the way that we go, and I can still use the tank and still use the grow beds and stuff like that. So we're going to, that'll be more experimentation as we continue on with everything that we're doing. But pretty pleased with this here, I gotta say, and Becky and I are gonna wet these down, and then we're gonna get these planted, and we're gonna see what else we decide to throw in here today, and we're gonna go from there. But we're not gonna transplant these yet, Beck.
Okay.
What we probably will do, some of these peppers came up.
These are going to need it soon.
I know. Well, we got a couple cold days coming up though,
Okay.
so I want to have them have that extra couple of days before we transplant them.
Okay.
But like we can even reutilize this for tomatoes. We'll replant some tomatoes in here. We got some of the sunflower seeds coming up, but we can throw some more sunflower seeds in there. That was tomatoes as well. So, and then that was green beans and yellow beans down at the end. No?
No, I didn't have any green beans or yellow beans.
Okay.
I looked at yours, I didn't see them either.
Well, I got all those other packages stuff too, so we can look through there. But anyway, guys, that's where we're at. That's what we're doing. I wanted to share this with you and show you. We planted these in March 10th, maybe?
Yes, the 10th.
Okay, the 10th of March. And I had a lot of people telling me there's no way they were going to come up with no heating pad and everything else. And as you can see, yes, they have. So what we're going to end up doing is, because obviously with things coming up as early as they are, we're going to definitely be playing a game of rotation. So we're going to have some of this stuff here, early stuff, and then we're going to be planting more later to get more crops out of it. And we're just going to have fun with it, is what we're going to end up doing. But really, really happy where we're at already. Very, very surprised. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but obviously it has gone very, very well. So that's where we're at. So I'm going to get off of here so we can get to work. Just going to start wetting them down.
Yep.
So that's what Beck's doing right now. She's just going to get these all wet. And so anyway, I am going to jump off here. So tonight, I'm not sure what the topic is going to be. A couple things I'd love to talk about, but I got to be really, really careful. So we will see what we can see when we go into our chat this evening. You definitely are going to want to pay attention to be there for it, and I think it'll be interesting. But like I said, I have to be careful of my wording and how I say things. So, but we have a new Excelsior passport in New York. I would like to discuss that a little bit, and we will continue to discuss some other things. But join me tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will have a good discussion. I know I got the camera on you.
Yeah, I see that.
And
Thanks.
you're welcome. So anyway, what we might do, Beck, just for fun, is we're going to transplant a couple of these and see how they do.
Okay.
And, we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, I am going to jump off. I hope everybody's doing well. So outside, I don't know if you can hear it or not. Actually, I can kind of... Well, it's kind of slowed down right now. But it was raining quite hard here a little while ago. And so we are definitely getting some rain here at the homestead today, which is okay. It's not a bad thing. And so wet down the other pot first before you transplant, Beck.
Okay.
I'm sorry, don't mean to be bossy.
You are.
I know, it's in my nature.
I'm used to it.
But hold on, let me get transplant some of this over here. Just do this one here.
Okay.
So we're going to transplant some of these things here, guys. Put them in this first tray. And you can see the water dripping off. So, but anyway, we're going to try that. We're going to see how those go. And because these are not going to have a cover on them.
Right.
So, what do we got? Do like 4 of these and then 4 of the zucchini, please.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And then the other ones we'll just recover. And we'll see how they do. But anyway, join me tonight again, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. we'll have a good discussion, and it'll be interesting. But I definitely have a few things I want to touch on, and just kind of give you my thoughts on it. It is interesting what is going on. The stuff that I'm reading, coming directly from the CDC and all this other stuff, it is absolutely amazing to me. But we'll get into that tonight. So join me for the live stream. So anyway, remember guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed.
You didn't tell me you love me today.
I didn't tell you I loved you?
No.
Well, it's early yet.
Oh, okay.
Also, remember guys, STD. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Step, thing, and day. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from getting there is you. Are you kind of like putting 4 on one side and 4 on the other, or are you just kind of mixing and matching?
No, I got the 4. These 4 right here.
Oh, okay, all right.
Now I'm doing zucchini.
Okay, all right. Well, because I was thinking just do 1 row and then 1 row, but that's okay. As long as it works. As long as it works.
It works.
So, anyway, so this is going to be fun. I'm actually excited about this with the greenhouse this year. So, and I want to see how we do, and I'm pretty excited about seeing what we get out of everything. That one's got a good root. You see that root?
Yeah, it does.
So, all right, guys. I will talk to you all later, and I will see you tonight. Prepper Nurse 1 and Becky, out for now.